Hi everybody, it's Austin. I am here to talk about great genre-specific books that you can find in our library catalog and in our online collections that are just waiting for you to check them out. Today, I'm going to suggest some books that you may want to check out if you or someone you know is a fan of the Dogman series by Dave Pilkey. First, I have Drew and Jot Dueling Doodles by Art Baltazar. Much like Dogman, this book is set up as a comic book drawn by two best friends, Andrew and Foz, and you can see that here. However, their drawings named Drew and Jot very much have a life of their own inside the pages of their books. When one of the author's little siblings doodles on the pages of their comics, the world of Drew and Jot is changed forever, and Andrew and Foz must find a way to save it. Next, I have the Johnny Boo series by James Kochalka. James Kochalka is a favorite of underground and independent comic fans because of his absurd humor and adorable drawings, and Johnny Boo very much fits that description, as you can see here. In his first story, Johnny Boo and his pet ghost Squiggle go on a quest to find a buried treasure of ice cream, but must avoid the deadly ice cream monster who threatens to eat it first. Next, I have the Bad Guys series by Aaron Blabey. In this series, a group of carnivorous animals with bad reputations come together to try to change their look and become heroes. They just have to figure out how first. Every book in this series consists of them trying to do good by being bad, more or less, and is full of the situational humor that comes from that. This book, however, is more of an illustrated chapter book rather than a graphic novel. Next is the Dragonbreath series by Ursula Vernon. This stars Danny Dragonbreath, who cannot fly or breathe fire, but makes up for it with courage. He attends school with other magical creatures, and the series follows his adventures with his friends. This series is more similar to Captain Underpants or Diary of a Wimpy Kid, in that it is also an illustrated chapter book, as opposed to a straight graphic novel. Next, I have Lucy and Andy Neanderthal by Jeffrey Brown, who you may know as the author of the best-selling series Jedi Academy. The books in this series follow Lucy and Andy, who are just two regular kids growing up during the Stone Age 40,000 years ago. The sense of humor in this comes from the differences and similarities between the lives of these ancient kids with our contemporary lives. Occasionally, that difference is highlighted by the observations of two archaeologists who are studying them from the future. Finally, I have the Notebook of Doom series. This series follows Alexander Bopp, a young kid in a new town who has the misfortune of finding a notebook filled with drawings of weird monsters who then start appearing all over town. This is also an illustrated chapter book, as opposed to a graphic novel, as you can see here. The ridiculous monsters, constant jokes, and situational humor make this a quick and fun read for most young readers. Plus, there's about a dozen or so books in this series right now, so you can definitely enjoy it for a while. Those are my recommendations for fans of Dogman and other Dave Pilkey books. To place holds for any of these books, or any others in our catalog, check out our website. You can also check out our new BookMatch service, where you answer questions about your reading interests and we provide you with curated recommendations. Thanks guys, keep reading, and I'll see you next time.